Welcome to Blether and the Heather, the podcast where we introduce you to the people behind the places that we all love. I'm Nicky, I'm from West Coast today, and my job gives me the privilege of meeting inspiring people every day. This series is proudly sponsored by wildaboutargyle.co.uk, and we are delighted to be working with them. So enjoy the conversation, and don't forget to follow, subscribe, and discover more episodes at westcoasttoday.co.uk/Blether, or find us on any of your podcast platforms. Today, I am delighted to be at Bute Yard, an amazing purpose-built venue for food and drink innovation across the island. I'm here with Iona Buick, who is one of the all-female cast leading the business, the Isle of Bute Distillery and Isle of Bute Brew, and all of the amazing things that go on here. Lovely to meet you today, Iona. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. The intro was pretty short. Tell me just a little bit more about you.
Okay, so I am the distillery manager and bar manager and also the events organizer for Isle of Bute Distillery, Bute Brew and Bute Yard.
Wow.
Which is a bit of a mouthful. There's lots of hats, and we have monthly markets in Bute Yard, and then we also do regular events and musicians usually at the weekend, and it's also a pop-up kitchen facility. So we have lots of different food vendors that come in every single weekend that are usually very different. Every Monday to Fridays, usually Pavel from Ambience, and everyone's kind of gotten used to that, and it's kind of a regular thing which people enjoy. And then throughout Saturday to Sunday can be Sri Lankan, Jamaican, Asian, barbecue, and it's a real mix up throughout the whole year, which is really good.
It must have such an incredible buzz. And is it the real hub of Bute, would you say?
I think so, and I think that's what Johnny Bute had planned when before he passed away, that he wanted it to bring a younger generation to the island, to be somewhere for all ages, and to have things running throughout the whole year so that there's always things for people to do, or somewhere for them to start their day and evening and then go on to the other places to enjoy them as well.
It's such a vibrant looking place. Obviously, it's quite quiet at the moment. It opens for 12. How would you describe it? Let's set the scene a little bit. It feels like a little mini aircraft hangar.
Yeah.
And also a barn that's been totally renovated, but it's purpose-built, isn't it, from scratch?
Yeah.
The vision that Johnny Bute had.
Yeah. So it's from the outside looking in, it looks like a very large, cold, empty farm barn. But when you come in, there is lots of old potato boxes wrapped around every single wall and all the bar and kitchen frames. And we recycled all of them to build the place, and it also has underfloor heating. So although it looks really cold and uninviting from the outside, you actually come in, you're warmly welcome, which is always a pleasant surprise for everyone.
Yeah.
And we set out lots of benches. We got all these purpose built for Bute Yard as well. And it's more like a picnic bench setup. So there's seating for about 300 people, indoor and outdoor
That's
space.
actually quite deceiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can tell it's a huge space, but 300 people, wow.
It's a lot.
Tell me about some of the really big events that you've had in here.
Big events, biggest ones are our Bute Pride, which is, I don't know how many people you want to see over that day. There's at least 4,000 people throughout the whole day that just come.
Buzzing.
And then the Highland Games, Bute Highland Games, is the other standout event for us. We used to panic and stress when we first opened. We went from a capacity in the old gin garden of 20 people to now obviously being able to serve that many people. First year, we turned 3 now, so we've had some practice, but the first year we would panic and stress and everything would feel a bit chaotic, but now it really feels like we take everything in our stride. All the bar staff kind of don't stress or worry about it. I've learned not to stress and worry about things, know how to put things on a little bit better with practice. And yeah, they seem to go really seamlessly. So we have we're showing the football tomorrow night at 2 in the morning until 5 in the morning. We sold 250 tickets in the space of 12 hours. We had a free ticket link. We just wanted to gauge numbers. So maybe come back on Monday and ask me how that night goes.
I take it you're not taking Bank Holiday Monday off that we've all been granted. No, I don't think many of us are. That's quite generous, isn't it? A 24-hour recovery period.
It's strange, isn't it? So I was like so convinced the football game was on Sunday night till about 2 weeks ago, and then I was
too.
Oh, it's Saturday night.
Me too.
And then we'll see how it goes. I'm very
that will be fun.
I'm not worried, but we've never been open or that busy at that time in the morning.
That's going to be a new thing.
There's no
maybe
trouble.
The start of many, hopefully, all the way through to the finals. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Hopefully that would be really good.
It's been 6 years now
that
you've been here at the helm. with, as I said earlier, an all-staff female cast.
There's 3 on the ground.
Yeah.
So the owner is a female, she's Rona. Got our head brewer, which is Imogen. She'd studied at Heriot Watt Distilling and Brewing. Then we've got our head distiller, Morgan, who came from New Zealand. And she does all the distilling, but she helps out with the brewing as well. And then you've got myself, who does all the other things.
So you were actually in Australia, ready
Yeah.
to go on an amazing tour, checking out the country and doing
Yeah.
all of those things that you do when you
Yeah.
go backpacking around
Yeah.
Australia, or camper vanning around
Yeah.
Australia. And then COVID hit.
COVID hit. I landed there the worst time ever. It could have been fate. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? But if
I
it
think
wasn't,
it probably
yeah.
was. So that was 6 years ago. And then you decided to move to Bute in May 2020.
Yep.
And within a month you were at Bute Distillery.
Yeah.
What a story. And your dad lives on the island, you said, and that's what brought you here in the first place.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
that little bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
That grew into a much bigger bubble.
Do you know, I'd visited Bute, I think, a year before that to see my dad. Me and my dad haven't always been the best of friends, or like the closest relationship growing up. So I visited this little island a year prior, and I thought, what a strange place. Why would anyone want to live here?
Really?
And I was at that point where I was going out all the time, and I was going into Glasgow City.
So you early 20s, you're going to think that, aren't you?
And that was it. And I went to one of the pubs, and I was like, there's no way this is the pubs that they go to. So then I eventually moved here throughout COVID, and I thought I would be here for a few months before going back to travel.
We all thought it'd be over by about August, September
yeah, exactly.
that year.
I didn't think it would last for how long it did.
Yeah.
But it just completely changed my perception of the whole island. The people, the community, the views, the beauty of it, the tranquility of it. And I think as well, that's probably what's changed most about me, is learning what I actually enjoy and what I call and consider a lifestyle compared to what I had before.
And you see Bute as home now?
Definitely.
Your forever home?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. I moved here with one backpack to my name, no plans, no prospects. And now I'm on to my second homeowner, and I'm renovating that. And I have 4 rescued crazy cats and a job that I really enjoy, and I'm constantly growing in. It's not something that I feel like I'm just riding through. It feels like I'm constantly growing up with them in the business, which is really good as well.
And it's so brilliant that Rona and Jack saw that in you and gave you that kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
And they're obviously still backing you as much as you're backing them, obviously.
Yeah.
So you've got 10 products in the gin range now, is that correct?
So we've got
Oyster being the most recently launched. It sounds
very
amazing.
Flagship one. So we've got 6 gins, all different kind of sizes, but we've obviously got our beer range and then our spice drum as well. So there's quite a lot going on. But for the gins, none of them are liqueured or flavoured, so they're all made from different botanicals, and they've got garnishes that complement the botanicals. But the oyster one is our flagship one. It was the world's first one, so it's probably what makes Isle of Bute Distillery stand out. And it's served with chilies and ginger as the garnish. So it really stands out compared to your usual lemons and lime garnish, which is, it's one that everyone goes for. And it's the one that a lot of the restaurants and things like that will order for because it's different to all the other ones.
Does it have a slight taste of the sea to it?
Yeah, a bit of a seaside gin. So it's got seaweed in it as well. It is just the shells that go in, the oyster shells, not the mollusks. So
no.
A lot of people will be like, is it fishy? And I'm like, honestly, not. It's no fishy. So yeah, once they try it, they end up liking it. And then it's a bit of a roller where they try the other ones and they're like, oh, these are actually really, really good. So yeah, they're doing really well. That one and the Gorse one are the most popular.
And you launched your first batch in 2020 after buying the Copper Still in 2018. Her name's Audrey, is she not? The Copper Still. So,
Audrey, she's got a stout that goes down. So Simon, our old distiller and brewer, used to think it looked like her holding her cigarette. So that was why she was called Audrey.
She sounds like a proper lady.
Yeah, she is. And yeah, we started in 2020 in a much smaller venue, much less production of gin at that time. And then obviously when we moved into Bute Yard, the scale of things got a little bit bigger, and we're managing to distill once a week and brew once to twice a week now as well.
Okay, that's a lot of work. How many bottles would you say you're selling every year?
Every year?
Is that a really tricky question to answer?
Yeah, everyone knows. Honestly, we do about...
How many markets do you do each year?
We stopped doing too many markets. We do a monthly market in Bute Yard. So we're in here every single first Sunday of the month, and we do some in Christmas, December. And there was a lot that Rona decided not to spend money on.
I think you do these though, don't you, with great expectations a lot of the time.
Yeah,
you
and
put
you take
so much time and work and effort, and then they don't go amazingly well.
We're lucky we don't make cakes, because that'd be a nightmare. But we do sell a gin, so it goes to distributors over the UK. So there's Select Jams, Master of Malt, Inverarity Morton. They take lots of quantities of the bottles and then they sell it to lots of different retailers.
A lot of hospitality
Yeah.
outlets have it now
Lots
across
of
Scotland.
hospitality.
We sell it in our Scottish Field shop.
Nice. So there's lots of little farm shops, little cafes around kind of up north, things like that. They love it. They've got it. And some down south and a couple in Wales. So it's doing not too bad. And we've got a new salesman now. So hopefully we'll get it near and far as well with him.
Good stuff.
Helping us do that.
That sounds great. What's his name?
Henry started with us just at the end of December last year, and he's just recently moved to the island with his wife. They've just found out they're expecting, so he's very excited. And he had that experience behind him, 7 years of sales in the drinks industry. So we've got him on board, and so far he's getting us in almost every city in Scotland. So we've got, I think, 2 to check off. Will be good. So
that's the great achievement so far. It's got brilliant start. You've progressed really quickly through the business. 6 years might seem like a long time, but actually to take it from the place that it was to the place where it is today is some undertaking. It's quite an achievement. What would you say is the key to that success for you?
Winging it.
Winging it, of course. We're all winging it. We've all got imposter syndrome.
I think with having so much experience and working in hospitality for the last 14 years now, which is crazy to say, from Gleneagles Hotel to Magaluf, they're completely different ends of the spectrum. I met so many different people and I learned so much about the drinks industry, but I also learned about people and how to speak to them and the types of people you would get. And I think that's a really important role and skill set to have in a customer facing job. And I think as well, just having the confidence, if you don't feel like you're overly, if you don't have all your scores written on pieces of paper, that's not always as important as being a confident and eagerness to learn and showing your employer that you want to actually learn and grow within the business. So I think that's also helped me. And also just having really supportive ownership and management above me. They've been really, really good, helping me when I needed guidance and any issues that had happened or any questions that I had. They guided me and helped me through that. But also stepping back and just letting me learn and get on with the job. I think it's a really important and crucial way to learn is to leave people.
Do they just let you get on with a lot of stuff? Are they super confident in?
They are totally now. Now, after 6 years, it wasn't like that obviously at the start. And I was just by staff at the beginning and eventually it kind of grew and they were there a lot more and they're just there at the other end of the phone if I need them now. But I think, I've given them that confidence that, especially with the last kind of year, with all those events that went on and no major issues, they know that they can put their faith in me. They know that there's not going to be crazy dramas. And if there is any issues, I'm going to address it with them. So I've learned a lot through that. I've learned there's obviously situations that I've dealt with that I've not had to deal with before. And you just have to ride the wave.
Yeah. I think with this company or this business, it's obviously really diverse and the diversification means that you have to have many different personalities and many hats on, doesn't it? Because you're not just producing a product that you ship out to people who like gin. This is an entire experience, isn't it? So you have to be really comfortable with the tourism offering, with the product offering, with people that are maybe here on Bute to experience other things that just happen across you, and that's maybe a conversion as well. So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and I think with being on an island, and I think other islanders will feel this, you've got your locals and you've got your regulars. And you've got to keep them happy throughout the summer months because you're not going to have your tourism throughout the winter. So there's also that element of, not changing things up, not changing prices up too much. But then there's the other side of it where everything else is costing more. So, and because you're limited to your resources and you don't want to upset people, where do you go with changes and things like that? So we really respect and appreciate the tourism, but we have to love our locals because they're the ones that keep us going in the winter. But we see all walks of life for sure.
Of course. And that keeps it fresh and interesting for you
does.
guys. Yeah, really.
Yeah, definitely.
When it happens, you'll know about it. From breaking news to the stories shaping your community, West Coast Today keeps you informed daily. Get the latest in-depth coverage of the issues that matter most, from crime and council news to sports, education, business, culture, entertainment, exclusive features from across Argyll, Arran and the Highlands and Islands. Your subscription also gives you access to our digital editions every week. The Oban Times, Lochaber Times, Arran Banner, Campbelltown Courier and Argyllshire Advertiser. plus our archive of past editions, podcasts, video content, and our popular local and visitor magazines. Produced by local journalists who live and work in the communities they cover, every subscription helps support independent local journalism and local jobs. Right now, subscribe at westcoasttoday.co.uk/podcast offer and get 3 months for just £8.84 instead of £10.40. That's less than 75p a week. Stay connected, stay local, stay with us. Please note, this special offer is available for a limited time only.
The drinks industry has traditionally been quite a male-orientated business.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about winging it and imposter syndrome.
Yep.
What advice would you give to somebody that's kind of new to the job and really trying to find their way? As a leader, what would you say to them?
I just say, what's the worst that can happen? Just be yourself. Don't worry about what other people are saying and doing. You'll shine through the rest of them when you show that you're confident and you don't feel like you're under pressure to try act like what someone else is thinking you're saying. And always have confidence in yourself and your thoughts enough to voice them. When you're eager to respond to things, even if you don't agree with something someone's saying or how a situation happens, I feel like that shows a lot more authority and leadership than following the crowd as such, as a lot of people will and do. If you don't try, the only thing you can do is regret it. And if you do try, there'll always be a lesson to be learned. So
That's great advice.
yeah.
Great advice. You're very inspiring.
Thank you.
What are you most proud of within your team?
Mostly how we all come together and just put our heads down and get on with what we need to do. We have such a good team now. Imogen used to be terrified to brew with anyone, never mind herself. Now she gets on and does 2 brews a week without batting an eyelid. Morgan comes in and she's only started with us the last 6 months. She's a whiz kid with a spreadsheet. She's sorted out all our organisation for us. Me and Imogen are just like, thank you so much.
Blown away by
Yeah,
it.
this is so helpful.
Uh-huh.
Getting on with all the distilling, keeping us on track with, targets and not falling under stock levels and certain things like that. So that's a really good, addition. We all feed off each other really well. Some things people are better than others. And the bar team are honestly amazing. They have loads of eagerness to work. They come in every week. There's no issues, no dramas. Had the same team, give or take. There's obviously seasonal members that come in and out, but the same team from pretty much 2023 now. And they've all grown within the role as well. So they're fantastic with the customers. They know the product. They are always wanting to perform and do well. And they worry, which is actually a good thing. If they're worried about an event coming up or something happening or something going wrong, as much as it makes you worry a little bit, it's a good thing to show that they really care about their job and where they are come. So I think, overall, what I'm most proud of is how we come together as a team, work hard without really many overhead issues and worrying about things and needing to ask for additional help.
Good.
We'll just get on with it.
Sounds good. And talking of events, you obviously have lots of events going on throughout the year. I think you have events for up to about 400 people. Is that right?
Yeah.
What's your big standout event so far? What have you loved doing?
I think the biggest, funnest one was, so we have a local person called Connor who was actually on RuPaul's Drag Race. So Connor is a local boy from Rothesay. He's grown up, started doing drag.
Yeah.
And he was on RuPaul's drag show, and he was in season 6 and he came 5th or 6th on the actual show. So he wanted to bring that fun back to the island where he was from, where he grew up, where there's old friends. So he's had, I think, 3 shows now. First one sold out within 2 days. The second 2 sold out eventually. And then we had, 200 to 300 people in here. We had him and his 2 other queens with him, all dressed up in drag. The BBC were here to film it. It was extravagantly fabulous and very, heroic and all the things that a drag show would be.
It sounds so
But
fun.
just something, you wouldn't expect it on Bute.
Have you got another one planned?
Everyone loved it. It'll be December this year, so we'll space them out a bit more. It's also a bit better when the venue is dark outside. Because we had
all the twinkly lights.
daytime on, and it was a bit like, what's going on? Is everyone naked and gin?
Daytime school discos, yeah.
It was good fun though.
Sounds really, really fun. So you have a clear passion for the island now. I know it took a little bit of getting used to that and getting you to that point, but now it sounds like you wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
What would you say makes Bute so special?
Definitely, it's got to be the scenery. obviously, is number one. It is beautiful when it's really, really sunny twice a year. It's like the Bahamas.
You mean just 2 days a year?
2 days a year, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. You could mistake it. We've got our own palm trees. It is. I mean, everywhere you go and look in town, it's breathtaking. But Bute in itself it's the community.
It's a magical community.
It is, and it's. I think all islands will be the same. It is got, if you need something, if something goes wrong, if you've lost something, if you need a plumber at 1 a.m, like everyone is there and they're going to help you. And if they can't help you, they'll know someone that can.
I love that about island life,
and that is
and
the
Argyle
coolest
life
thing.
in general.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. The Facebook pages are great. If you've got issues, if you cause any trouble, you probably wouldn't like this place. But otherwise,
well, it keeps everyone safe,
it
right?
keeps everyone safe.
Yeah.
Everyone feels safe.
Yeah.
On islands and on Bute, and it is just that community aspect of it, which is the best part. But yeah,
Fantastic.
definitely the tranquility, the quietness. I don't need a McDonald's and a Primark to be happy.
Why would you want that with all this incredible produce on the island as well?
Exactly.
I mean, really,
you don't
need
you've
it.
got loads of locals producers, and they all come together on the markets, which is so good. And the amount of little shops that have opened up since I started here or moved here.
Give me some of the
amazing.
little gems, some of the highlights.
Mary's Bonnie Bling / Isle of Bute Coffee, which has just been turned into press. She started roasting her own beans, which is the first on the island. Gather Deli and the Silken Room. It's a good friend of ours has opened a lovely little deli and a kind of wine bar next to it, which are very bougie. The Eider Bakery in Port Bannatyne, they recently opened. They're at the weekends and they have an outdoor sauna to go with their beautiful homemade bakery. So you can go.
Is it right on the beach?
Yeah, it's right. So you can go in the sauna, then jump in the sea basically straight
it.
after, which is really, really cool. Who else have we got?
The dressing rooms.
The dressing room is
Lovely, isn't it?
beautiful.
Sophie
I
stuff
bought
is
one of the dresses that I was wearing to a wedding there last week. It's got so many lovely options.
Okay, so now I just want to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, Wild About Argyle. If you love discovering new places, planning your next trip, or just need a bit of inspiration, their website is packed with ideas, from where to stay and what to do, to some real hidden gems right across Argyle and the Isles. And if you're a local tourism or hospitality business, it's a fantastic way to get your story out there. By becoming a member of Wild About Argyle, you can showcase your business to a wider audience, be part of inspiring campaigns and access support that really helps you grow. It's all about working together to shine a light on everything that makes this place so special. So whether you're planning a visit or promoting your own business, head over to wildaboutargyle.co.uk and see what it's all about. Wild About Argyle, discover it, share it and be a part of it. So what does Iona do on probably a rare day off? What do you do? How do you spend your leisure time on Bute?
So I think I mentioned I bought my second house. I have been covered in paint for about 9 months. That is what I do. And when I'm not doing that, I'm going for a little run with my dog. But yeah, I have been renovating and finally just finished my hallway. So decorating that. I'm trying to do it mostly myself.
Yeah.
Where I can, which is lovely, but also horrendous.
You will feel so proud of yourself and so accomplished afterwards. So that's what that's all about.
Yeah, that is what we do in our spare time.
A while ago, you said that Bute is having a moment. What did you mean by that?
So I think I briefly mentioned this as well. When I first moved here, word of mouth, just being customer facing, it was a very tired island. There's a lot of closed down shops, a lot of sad looking shop fronts. And since I've moved here, there's been so many shops opened up, so many restaurants, cafes, bars, people taking new old businesses on to regenerate them. We've had the bid to give out the shopfront funding, so all the shopfronts have had a good lick of paint, so they're all looking a bit better. And obviously just Bute Yard as well. Like a lot of people comment and say that bringing this is, I hear the phrase, the island really needed this about 3 times a week at least, and still 3 years later. So it's, it's really good to hear that.
Yeah, it's appreciation, isn't it? It's gratitude and also recognition. You'd hate for all that work to have been done and people just, breeze over it and just say, oh.
But yeah, no, it has been, and thankfully it has gone really, really well.
Good. What do you put that down to? I mean, obviously you mentioned the bid is supporting that in quite a good way, but in terms of the intention, where do you feel that's come from?
Joint collection of everyone on Bute, and then ourselves obviously trying to promote and sell our product and kind of get wider and far. But then also just the community feel. Like I feel like if you don't use it, you'll lose it, is quite strong within the community here. And then we've seen the growth of the kind of tourism and like obviously our trade go up 10 to 20% year on year ever since we started. And I think with COVID, people around Scotland and the UK started traveling around their own ground rather than going abroad. So we've seen a lot more people and a lot more people. A lot of staycations have happened. There's been a lot of publicity. Wild About Argyll have been great helping with that. And other publications about the island itself. And I think that's got the word out about Bute in the last 6 years. And we've seen a lot more people come over just to see what it's like.
It's so great to hear this. Innovation, quite dynamic.
Yeah.
The need, the want, the enthusiasm, the energy. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's so lovely to hear this.
It is. It's really, and it's obviously quite a seasonal place. We have our really, really busy summer, and then we have our kind of lull period in the winter. We shut here in January for 3 weeks because that is our quietest time of year. Everyone gets a reset.
You need that.
Yeah.
Everyone should do that if they can.
They
I know it's
should.
sometimes not financially viable, but
this is the thing. You know, if you're not, January is probably the hardest time to be off because there isn't much else to do.
yeah. Yes.
So unless you're going somewhere,
Lots of baths, lots of books, lots of watching telly.
Exactly. But we do get that reset. And even, through it until about the end of March, we are all kind of chilling. Which is sometimes difficult.
And then it goes completely crazy again.
Totally crazy.
That's what it's all about.
Literally cannot relax.
So we've talked about the gin.
Yeah.
And I've heard about the lovely gorse gin and the lovely oyster gin, which both are so unique.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about the brew. How did this come about? Because did you buy it? Was it an established business that you took on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was already on the island before I got here by Aidan Canavan. Had kind of ceased operation. And when we started in the old gin distillery, we wanted to take it on, but we knew we didn't have the space, the production area to have any beer tanks and things like that at the time. So when we moved into Bute Yard, it was always in the plans to buy the name of Aidan Canavan of Bute Brew Co. and then open up our brewery, which is at the back of the building in Bute Yard. So we have 3 big tanks and we can do 2 brews per week because of the kind of lead time and the wait time and the fermenting time after that. We've got 4 beers. We've got our Spindrift Lager, which is 4%. We've got our flagship IPA, which is 5.5%. We've got our Wavelets Pale Ale, which is 3.4%. And we've got our Banana Lager, which is 4%. And a lot of people turn their nose up at that one. Banana in lager, and they're like, "What does it taste like?" And you're like, really surprisingly, banana lager.
I'm liking the sound of that.
And so they try it, and then you get that the same as the oyster gin. You get that response. Oh, that's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
So we've tried to. We've done a raspberry before, so it was obviously a raspberry lager. And they're doing really well. We also did a Tartan Army special with the Tartan Army Sunshine Appeal, which is our Wavelets Pale Ale, but we've got all the cans printed with the Tartan label.
You're selling a lot of those on Saturday night.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And that is in association with that charity, and we're donating every percentage of can towards that charity for that brew. So that's really cool as well.
That is really cool. Giving something back, which is super important for every big business, isn't it?
Trying to, yeah.
I say big business, big independent business.
It is. It's still very micro brewery, micro distillery, but definitely growing year on year. So hopefully we can see where it goes next year. Especially the beer. The beer's only been around since we came into Bute Yard, so it's not as old as the gin, and it's still trying to get those customers, those reach out.
Yeah,
beer drinkers are fussier than gin drinkers.
Yeah, I can see that because they're a bit of a Holland followers, aren't they? A bit like whiskey.
Yeah.
So it's you either love it or you're not that bothered. So a little birdie tells me that you're looking to launch a whiskey. Is this right?
Yeah.
So whereas gin takes about 8 hours to produce,
That was good.
Whiskey takes about 8 years.
Very much.
So I think that's how
So-
Harris Gin started, didn't they? We're going to start whiskey
it?
distillery.
Yeah.
What do we do in the meantime? Oh, I know. Let's do some gin.
This is the thing. So we're 6 years in. We should have maybe started this at the beginning.
Yeah.
But
Dope.
yeah. We'll start now. We're going to be doing our own Bute blend. So we'll have our own Bute whiskey blend coming this summer.
Blended with.
It's a surprise. You
Oh,
can't do
really?
anything. So it will be
Give
a
us an
whiskey.
exclusive.
It will be the flavour tones and profiles that we've chosen. But it'll be whiskies that you'll know, but it'll be blended on Bute and mixed together to create what we want to create as our own.
So are you going to distill them in maybe gin barrels?
So we'll use our own, the still that we use the gin in. So we make the whiskey in that. So that's the same
Perfect.
process.
So it's going to get those notes and
But
those.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll have to buy, you have to actually have whiskey
Yeah.
tanks to have them in for the next minimum 3 years.
Minimum 3 years, yeah.
So we'll have our blend this
So
summer.
it's a blend, not a malt, so it's nowhere near 8 years. Yeah.
But then when we do distillation, it will be minimum of 3 years, and then we'll decide how long we actually have that. But it's the start. It's the start of what we can do for whiskey, which is fun.
Very
So,
exciting.
very
Very exciting.
good for the islands.
Started with gin, you
Mhm.
moved on to beer, and you're going to whiskey. Absolutely brilliant.
Move on,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's
What
all
else
good.
What else could we do?
No, I'm sure there's loads more.
Not
You lot
cakes.
will come up with lots of stuff. Right, okay. So Iona, I didn't really tell you much about this, but we're going to do the quick fire round.
Okay. I heard about this and I was dreading it. So
So Iona, we're now going to do the Blether and the Heather
Right.
quick fire round.
Right.
So this is where I just want your gut instinct reactions. I want to hear all about Iona and what makes you tick. And there's to be no pauses on either end. Okay. So are you ready?
No.
For the Blether in the Heather Highland quick fire round.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit me.
Rothesay Promenade or Ettrick Bay?
Ettrick Bay.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Favourite Bute walk?
The Kilcat and Bay Circuit.
Favourite local cafe?
The Gather Daily.
Best thing about island life?
Tranquility.
One word that sums up Bute.
Beautiful.
Gin or beer?
Ooh. Beer.
Most underrated drink?
Spiced rum.
Your favourite product from the range?
Our oaked gin.
Bar shift or day in the office?
Day in the office.
Summer season or Christmas?
Summer, 100% summer. You'll never find me enjoying cold weather.
Australia or Scotland?
Oh, Scotland with Australians weather. That'd be good.
Most used app on your phone?
Probably Instagram.
What would you tell the version of yourself 4 years ago if you could talk to that person today?
Just keep doing what you're doing, gal. It'll turn out okay.
It's the Blether in the Heather tasting time.
We usually have cake or hogget in Valonen's case, but it would be crazy and silly and a very missed opportunity not to try some of the oyster gin and the banana beer.
Yeah,
so
I
I think
thought
it
you'd
sounds...
like to try the banana one.
Oh, goodness, I can't wait for this. This
So-
might even trump chocolates, but I shouldn't say it 'cause I
Or-
love open chocolate as well. That was on
well,
Wednesday.
maybe if we had cake and chocolate and beer, we could have a right party. You know what I mean?
So I'm now going to try the banana beer.
Mhm.
Now this
Banana
is
lager.
banana lager.
It's much
sorry.
funner to say.
Of course it is, banana lager. That should be a TV program.
Mm.
Oh, that's lovely and cold as well.
Yeah.
Gosh, that really tastes like summer.
Yeah. And those foamy banana sweeties.
Foamy banana sweets. Wow. That is really delicious, really refreshing. What else can I taste in that? What other notes has it got?
Bit of citrus. It's more of a Pilsner styled lager that's in there. So it's kind of like a German lager beer.
My goodness, I could drink that all night.
It's actually very subtle compared to what people think it would be. And then you could probably have one or two in the sun and then move on to a different one.
Do you have a lot of people ordering that for the beer garden?
Yes. I
Yeah.
think once they try it, it's maybe a generational thing as well. There's a lot of the older generation that kind of stick their nose up at flavoured lagers. But we've got a lot of younger generation that try them and really, really enjoy them. So
I'm not saying this because I'm sitting in front of you. That is delicious.
Yeah.
It is such a lovely lager. It's so light,
Good.
so refreshing, and you probably could have quite a few of those. couldn't
Yeah, you could. Dangerous.
What's the percentage on that? What's the
4%.
ABV?
4%
Four.
of
Okay.
lager. Banana lager.
That was a delicious banana lager. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to try the gin now. I do love a gin.
Just be careful. It is strong and it is neat.
I'm having a tiny taste because I'm driving in about 4 hours. So I'm so looking forward to this.
It is. It's really good. So made with cucumber, seaweed, lemons and limes, and the oyster shells. So you've got savoury and citrus, and then you've got your savoury garnish. So anything like chilies, ginger, and olive, caper, cucumber, anything like that as the garnish would be really, really nice
It's
to
so,
bring out.
it's
these,
really soft. It's really
yeah,
gentle,
it is.
actually. It's not very bitter like
No.
you would have with a gin usually.
You
I can
think?
taste all of the things that you said. I can taste
Yeah.
the lemon and the lime.
You
I can
think
taste the
it's gonna
sea.
be-
I can taste the sea. But not. It's not salty and it's not fishy.
No,
It's just
perfect, isn't it? That perfect savoury.
it is. That's really lovely. And where can I find this? Where can I buy this?
You can buy this from us in Bute Yard. You can buy this online at isleofbutedistillery.com.
and the Scottish
then
Field shop.
the Scottish Field shop.
Scotishfield.co.uk
You got
/shop.
Cairn Lodge services. Where else? It's all over in little shops around the UK, which is good. But yeah, online is easiest if you're not on the island.
Yeah, it's lovely. And do you know what a perfectly beautiful end to a lovely conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I've really loved being here today. It's been such a lovely, relaxed conversation with Iona at Bute Yard, home of Bute Distillery and Bute Beer. And we've had some lovely tastings, some lovely conversations, and I've learned so much about this place, which I'm sure everybody would love. A beautiful spot on beautiful Bute. And thank you so much today, Iona, for your time and energy
You're
and inspiration.
welcome.
It's been fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I've actually had a really good time.
Good. Have you? Good. I would like to say a big thank you to Stephen Day, our podcast producer, and Christine Craig, our podcast production assistant. We hope you're loving our podcasts and tune in to the next episode, whether it's through iTunes, Spotify, or any platform that you choose. We look forward to welcoming you back again soon.
Blether in the Heather was sponsored by Wild About Argyll, and it was a YVEX media production for westcoasttoday.co.uk. You can find other episodes of Blether in the Heather at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk/Blether. You can also find Blether in the Heather in Apple, Spotify, or your podcast service of choice. Search for Blether in the Heather, follow us, and never miss an episode.